Influence is always contextual. In one situation, you might have a lot of influence, and then something in the situation changes and you lose that influence. For example, maybe you're the manager of a team, and because you are their manager, you have authority over one particular team member. But as soon as that team member joins another team, you no longer have that authority, and your influence has changed. Or maybe you have a hobby of, for example, SEO. Sometimes you've taken freelance gigs in your spare time to help people with SEO for their company website. And the company that you work full-time in all of a sudden needs people who can do SEO, and you have that ability. Now you have the ability to help more people in your company. And because you can help more people in your company, all of a sudden you have a lot more influence. When the context changes, our influence changes. And that is why myself and Ben Masson of Cultivate Consulting created the Contextual Influencing Model. The Contextual Influencing Model helps people identify all of the factors at play in situations where they need to influence other people. And it is especially useful for when you do not have authority to influence other people. So the contextual influencing model is split into 3 parts. In the first part, we look at what we call defining the movement point. And so defining movement point is all about the change in position that you want to influence in people. For example, maybe someone doesn't support your idea and you want to move them to supporting your idea. Or your boss doesn't support giving you a pay rise and you want to move them to giving you a pay rise. So in the first part of contextual influencing, we look at what is the movement point that you're trying to achieve. In the second part of the contextual influencing model, we analyze the context within which you are trying to influence people. So context is made up of a lot of factors, but there are 3 main factors in particular that are really useful to analyze. One is your connection with the other person. Another is the power dynamics at play. What power do you have to influence them? And what power do they have to influence you? And another is their interests. What interests can you help them with? And the final part of contextual influencing is taking action. After defining your movement point and considering all of the factors at play and identifying which factors are in your favor and which factors you might need to cultivate a little bit more, now you can make a really, really clear decision about what would be the best course of action to take to influence effectively. And so contextual influencing I have found really, really useful for helping individuals improve their ability to influence without authority. And throughout the contextual influencing training, we provide a lot of different tools to help people get clear on what their movement point is, to help people analyze the context, and to help people identify what exact actions they need to take. If you're interested in running this as a training for your company, feel free to reach out to me at shapingpaths.com.